knowing more about yourself, the things you believe in, the things you want to see in this world be done, knowing more about that and knowing the other perspectives that challenge that makes you not only more confident, but it makes you feel safe in who you are.
Every day we wake up, and the first thing that we do is we adjust our eyes to the blue light of our screen. As we shape ourselves into the remnants of somebody else's image. And we toil and toil away at the jobs that we loathe. We watch our lives waste away as fragments of ourselves shatter at our feet. There was a time when we were just children. We were wild. We were free. And most importantly, we were unaffected by the burden of other people's expectations. And somewhere along the way from then to now, we lost ourselves. Today blends into tomorrow, and tomorrow blends into next month. The next month blends into the next year. And each day, we keep adjusting the masks, hiding our truth beneath the layer of our skin. And then we return to ourselves, and we try to fill the void. That void that lingers still. The hollowness of not belonging. The emptiness of feeling alone. Are we just actors playing to the scripts that others have written? Not anymore. Now, I don't know about you, but I am getting really fucking tired of acting out the stories written by others. It's time for new material. It's time for you to take back your power and to reclaim who you are. You are the main character. And your story is waiting to be told and waiting to be heard. And who better to write or portray your story than you?
Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West.
I love Chapel Roan because she came on the scene out of nowhere and was like an instant icon. Instant icon. I have not seen that level of iconicness since Lady Gaga herself. It is truly a sight to behold. They are authentic to who they are. And you can tell because it radiates through the art that they create. And what an interesting way to segue. It's not like I planned that or anything. Today's topic, how to be authentically yourself. The art of being misunderstood and owning it. Sometimes the harshest words aren't just the words that come from other people's lips. Sometimes they're the words that come from you. Insecurity doesn't come from nowhere. It really doesn't. We're not born with insecurity. We're born as just blank slates. It's unfortunately a very normal, common experience to have been told by somebody in your life that you are less than in some way, or to have been ridiculed for something that you did in innocence, but was deemed as weird or strange. I am no stranger to that. I have always been off-putting to a certain extent since I was a child. It is something that took me a really long time to kind of embrace as somebody who was bullied, who did internalize a lot of what was told to me. Working to remove myself from that was me having to ask myself questions. By taking notice of my behavior that was a result of those insecurities. You know, there would be times where I would kind of like want people to like me so badly. So I would say I was interested in certain things or certain musicians or certain types of media just to get people to like me because I thought it was something that they would like and I wanted to be accepted. And I always felt bad about myself afterwards. I was like, why did I say that? Oh my gosh, it was almost like impulsive. And it took me a while to just say like, hey, I don't like that shit. It's okay to not like what everybody likes. It's okay if someone judges me for my media tastes or my music tastes. Me asking myself why really kind of gave me that spark to really like do that self-investigation and look within and be like, hey, something's not right here. Where is this coming from? Why do I feel like I need to change who I am to get other people to like me? And I had to really look. And it's so important to do that inner work, because when you internalize the things that have been told to you by other people, you start to block the things that you need to do in order to blossom into your best self. From the moment we're born, we have been told what to do, how to think, how to dress. And who you are in this very moment is who you are because you have been influenced by other people and your life experiences. Let's say you go to two apartments. Apartment A has beautiful hardwood floors, white walls, super clean. It's in a great neighborhood. You love it. You go to apartment B, and in that apartment, you know, it has a tile floor that has some cracks in it, some, you know, holes in the grout. It's older, kind of smells mildewy, like maybe a smoker lived there in the past. If you went with apartment A, the white walls, the granite countertops, you were influenced by that apartment's beauty. Both of those apartments influenced you just in a different way. So influence in itself is not necessarily a bad thing, unless it is wielded as a weapon through ill intent. And when influence takes a nasty turn, it could be used as a tool to portray a certain person or a certain group of people in a negative way. And that is where you need to start asking questions. You need to employ discernment and critical thinking. You have to be able to know when somebody is trying to negatively influence you. A good example of generalized bullying that a lot of women probably have faced at some point in their lives is you get dressed up, you get dolled up, and you look fabulous, and you go out and to enjoy your life, and then you have some stinky, crusty biatch who makes a sly little crusty comment. I could never wear all that makeup. They're trying to separate you from them by making them seem like they are above you. And they do that by pointing out the fact that you care too much. Oh my gosh, how dare you? It's so vapid. Is it? Or is it just that that person is too afraid to do it themselves? The reason I bring this up is not to talk about this person's insecurity. It's to talk about you, the person who's wearing the fabulous dress. Taking that comment from that person, internalizing it to the point where you now feel like you're doing too much when you dress up. Claim your power back. Who gives a fuck what those people think? Now that you're aware of it, it's time to take back your power. I think it's important to always check in with yourself. Ask yourself how much of what you think in this moment is actually yours and your thoughts. Where did you get this information from? If I'm thinking something and I believe in something, why do I believe in it? Where is it coming from? And it's also okay to remember that you don't always have to have the answer. It's okay to say, I don't know. And accept that you do not know everything as a human. The moment you think you know everything, the moment you stop asking questions, you are doing yourself a disservice. Knowledge is liberation. Education is liberation. Knowing more about yourself, the things you believe in, the things you want to see in this world be done, knowing more about that and knowing the other perspectives that challenge that makes you not only more confident in your beliefs and opinions, but it makes you feel safe in who you are. It makes you feel safe in knowing that you back up what you stand for, that you have developed a version of yourself that is worthy of showing off because you've done the research, you've taken the time to nourish that part of yourself. And that's a beautiful thing. That really is a beautiful thing, and it's something you should be proud of. Now, this is a bit of a tangenty video. I was actually thinking about maybe splitting this into like 2 videos. Maybe I'll touch back on this at a later time as I grow more and, think about this a little bit more. But for now, I just want to say that the path to you becoming your authentic you is totally within reach. It is something that you just need to clear out by clearing out all the old leaves from all the old trees that littered your path. Look at me, writing children's books over here. Ask questions, remain teachable, remain an eternal student in all aspects of life, and you'll be surprised how quickly your authentic self will start popping up. And in these moments, it's always important to remember to express insane gratitude for where you are, no matter where you are in your journey, even if you're still working through the parts of yourself that you'd like to improve, to change, and to heal. Even if you're just beginning, the fact that you're beginning is a commendable, powerful, insanely brave act. And it is something you should be absolutely proud of, because you are taking the time to become a better person for yourself so you can influence the world in a more positive way. And that is one of the bravest things to do nowadays, in my opinion. And so for that, I want to say thank you. You're amazing. And that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye!